Are you ready to learn how to use ChatGPT in your day-to-day life as an entrepreneur? If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Lacaba. I run a virtual assistant agency called 2XU, and I post videos every Sunday and Thursday on how to work from home and how to have a business from home. So make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of my videos. So this is kind of a wrap up on the series that I've been doing on how to use ChatGPT for different parts of your business. And I wanted this video to be more of just in your life, in your day-to-day life outside of work. So if this is your first time seeing this kind of video of mine, I do have so many other videos on my YouTube channel as a playlist on how to use ChatGPT for different things. I covered the content marketing, I covered sales, I covered operations, all of the good stuff, and I'll be coming up with more and more videos just like this one, just because you guys need a guide on how to use ChatGPT, and I'm happy to be that person for you. In fact, as your guide to ChatGPT, I have a whole product for you guys called the AI Prompt Assistant. The link is going to be in the description, but this is something that we've just launched, which are going to be just a list of different prompts that you can use with ChatGPT depending on the tasks that you're doing as an entrepreneur, and also for your executive assistant or your virtual assistant. So if you guys want to grab this will perpetually always get updates depending on what we've learned in 2XU of different ways you can use ChatGPT. So if you guys get this one, so you guys will, every time you check it, there's probably a new update that we've put on there. So make sure to check out in the description. So first off, if you've never seen ChatGPT before, this is basically what it looks like. As you can see, I'm not on ChatGPT 4. I've purposely not upgraded yet, just because I want to show you that you don't have to pay ChatGPT to be able to get the results that you need to just get started. So first of all, if you are going to start essentially what people have been calling a thread. So here are like different threads that I've used in previous videos. So thread is basically just you starting a new topic with ChatGPT. So when you're starting a new topic with ChatGPT, I always recommend that you start with the WOAH method. So the WOAH method is something that we've come up with that makes it so much easier for you to start on ChatGPT, which is basically W is the who are you, who do you serve for, who is your business about. That way you're giving ChatGPT the idea of who you are, even in just the smallest of sense. And the O of the WOAH method is outcome. What is the outcome that you're asking them to do for you? A is, are you ready? This is just making sure that ChatGPT understands the context of what you're giving it. And then H is for the how. If you have a specific way that you want ChatGPT to do this, you can just add the H on there. I don't always add the H, but it usually is really helpful. So let me just copy and paste from prompt that I already had ready for you guys. So I co-founded and run 2XU, an outsourcing assistant agency. I put in our pitch in there. I need your help in building my systems outside of work to fully support my goals. Are you ready? I need you to be straight to the point and willing to build assets. So, and then right off the bat, it'll start just saying, usually, sure, yeah, I'm here, give me more information about what you need. And then you'll also notice that it creates like the name of the thread here, so it's easy for you to remember. One thing I always recommend is to, as much as possible, save the link for this, but we'll go over that in a little bit. So the first thing, or the first way that you can use ChatGPT outside of work as an entrepreneur is by using it for helping you out with personal productivity. Now, a thing that I'll add on here is you can ask ChatGPT to act as a mentor that you like. If you have someone that you follow, like hardcore, you can also ask ChatGPT to give you advice as them. So the way that I'll just do this, because I wasn't planning honestly to do this with this video, but you will act as, let's say for me, like one of the people that I used to follow a lot was Gary Vaynerchuk. Oops, hopefully that's the way that I should spell his name. And give output as him. Because most of the time, if this is someone who is a personality, they've created a lot of content, ChatGPT will go ahead and actually act as them very easily. So right there, it's already asking me different things, different parts of myself, as, again, Gary Vaynerchuk, which is honestly just really, really cool. It's already giving me a lot of the things that I was going to ask it anyway. So we're just going to let him, Gary, go ahead and finish that. But then I'm asking for the first thing, for personal productivity. I'm going to give it this prompt. Again, these are all inside of the AI Prompt Assistant. That's why it's easy for me to copy and paste. So can you give me some tips for staying productive and focused throughout the day? My priorities are, so again here, you can give here the list of your priorities from day to day. Okay, so I put in here, my priorities are, X, Y, and Z. You can customize this to what makes sense to you. and go ahead and hit enter to that. And then again, it'll give me tips on how I can get started on this. So then, prioritize your tasks, schedule your day, take breaks, eliminate distractions. So then that's just a beginning prompt. It doesn't have to be the ChatGPT gives you right off the bat what you need. So then the second prompt, or the follow-up prompt that I'll put on here is, thanks, can you give me specific techniques for managing my time better? I like working from, so this is, it has to be you, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. I'm just giving an example, on Monday to Thursday. So then being specific, because the thing with ChatGPT is you need to be as specific as you can and give it the information that it needs to keep moving forward. So right there, can you be specific times? It'll give you that specific thing, that structure for your day. And then the last thing is, great, can you help me create a daily schedule that incorporates these techniques? So again, based on what it knows from me, what I do, the information I've given it so far, it will create, again, on Monday, Thursday, this is now a schedule that I can follow myself, just because ChatGPT has given me this structure basically that I can now follow moving forward. The next thing you can use ChatGPT for is for your learning and self-improvement. So if you're trying to learn a new skill at the moment, you're trying to improve yourself in some way, you can use these prompts that I'm about to give you. So again, a prompt that came from the AI prompt assistant is, I want to learn a new skill, and then just insert the skill right there. So let's say I wanted to learn copywriting. Can you recommend a good starting point? So it's just giving you that rundown of what it is and what it could look like for you. Some people would use different threads or different, start a new chat with ChatGPT, but we want to, again, give it as much information about us without having us to repeat ourselves. So right off the bat, it's giving us, okay, learn the basics, read books and blogs, study successful copy, practice writing, so on and so forth. And again, we're just using that as a base. So ChatGPT has a lot of things before we can ask it for specific things. Then can you suggest some resources or tools that I can use to learn? And then you can give me mentors to follow in the space. So you're being more specific again, like, hey, this is the basics. This is the foundation of what I need you to do. This is now more specific to me. And then the last prompt usually is just, hey, how can I actually implement the plan that you've written out for me? And then the last prompt for learning a new skill with ChatGPT is asking it, can you create a plan for me learning and practicing the skill? I would be open to having this 1 hour a day for a week. So then it'll break down for you daily what this would actually look like. What's the plan for you that you can implement, that you can then give to your virtual assistant for them to plot out in your calendar as you learn this every single day, hopefully. So then again, it's just really nice way for you to not have to start from scratch. ChatGPT is already planning it out for you, again, based on what it knows, based on everything else that you've given it above. Next is you can use ChatGPT when it comes to goal setting and your motivation. So you can ask it to create, goal plans for you, so on and so forth. So again, a couple of prompts that you can get started with. So I'm going to put in one of the goals that I do have in my life, which is hitting 1 million subscribers here on YouTube. So then I'll just put, can you help me with that? So then it will start setting, and this is where being specific with ChatGPT helps, because then it can give you specific action steps that can actually be relatable to you and your life and what it notes basically so far. So right there, start with a realistic baseline, break down, make a plan, measure and adjust. So it's already creating a plan for me right off the bat. So then the next prompt on that, can you suggest some ways to stay motivated and accountable for reaching my goals? Again, it'll create just that. It'll visualize your success, so on and so forth. So what you're really doing with the first 2 prompts that I've been giving you guys is that it gives ChatGPT the background of, and also just generates your strategy of what it is that you need it to do before you do the final 3rd prompt of actually asking it to break down the goals into daily actionable steps. You can even ask, so then it will refer to the schedule it created for you already, and then break that down. Basically, again, you have the 8 to 8:30 a.m. check-in with management because you said that was your priority. Then create and upload a new YouTube video. It's probably not so realistic of what you can actually do, but then that's where you being specific and telling it, hey, this is what I can do, this is what I need from you, comes in. So I can go into it and give it feedback of like, hey, I can't upload a YouTube video in like an hour. Can you break this down to, blah, 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 blah. So it's going to be up to you on what makes sense for you and your time, but again, isn't that so amazing that it can just break down your goals, how to achieve it, and even create a schedule for you based on what you've given to ChatGPT in the first place. Another way that you can use ChatGPT when it comes to your daily life as an entrepreneur is for your health and wellness. Like being able, now it's kind of created a structure for your day. It knows a lot of your goals and what you're working towards. Is you can also ask like, hey, can you create like meal plans and things for me? So the first prompt again is giving it an introduction to what we're trying to do. So can you suggest some healthy recipes that are easy to make? I'm avoiding, put in the dietary restrictions that you might have. So again, being very specific, can you suggest some healthy recipes that are easy to make? I'm avoiding carbs and food that will cause inflammation. I have a goal to lose 40 pounds. Say that's my goal. And I'm currently doing weight training and daily walking to keep me active. So again, you're giving it context of who you are, what it is that you do, what goal that you wanted to achieve, or the output that you need from it. And then it'll do that. It'll give me like really good healthy recipes that I can start making for myself. So the next thing is putting on here things. You provide me with tips for maintaining a healthy lifestyle on top of my responsibilities. Again, it knows you've introduced yourself to it, so it'll know what responsibilities you're talking about. But if you want to be specific, you can add in, I'm a dad, I'm a mom, I take care of my parents, I'm doing X, Y, and Z. So you make it specific, but that already in itself should be already good. Can you provide me some tips with, maintaining that? So then it'll do just that. Then the last prompt that we have again gets very specific of, great, can you help me create a personalized exercise and meal plan that fits my schedule and fitness level? So again, I'm very specific. I'm asking it for different things. So right ahead is like 6 a.m. do this, 6:15, do this, and then at 8 o'clock start work. 12 is of course because it knows again already the schedule that I want to keep doing, and will follow that, and already writing out the meal plan, so on and so forth. So that's how easy and quick it could be for ChatGPT to basically modify your life and make it just a little bit better. Other ways you can use ChatGPT for your day-to-day life as an entrepreneur is one, asking it to do the time management for you. So as you've already seen, it can create like whole schedules for you based on what it is that you like. You can ask like, hey, can you give me tools and apps that I can use to track my time effectively? Then you help me prioritize my goals and responsibilities, and also just asking it for strategies to be able to stay focused. The next way that you can use ChatGPT more is for your personal development. So as it's already created, like, hey, this is how we can learn the skill, this is how you can do time management. You can ask it specifically for books and podcasts that will help you keep on track or be motivated. You can ask it for exercises that can help you be more mindful or self-aware. And of course, you can also ask it to build, hey, can you create an OKR or objectives and key results for me that'll help me be on track or know when I'm off track or on track with my goals. Another way you can use ChatGPT is for stress management. So what I mean by that is, of course, asking ChatGPT, hey, can you create a strategy so I'm less stressed while I'm working on all of these goals or responsibilities that I've told you before. So again, it'll break down and create that daily schedule or plan for you as you need to. Another way is you can use it for building social connections. So let's say that, of course, as an entrepreneur, you've so busy, you're doing a lot of things. How can you squeeze in time to be able to make new friends or maintain the ones that you already have? So again, it'll break down like, hey, on your schedule, you can make sure that you check in with all of your friends at this time slot for here, so on and so forth. And of course, you can use it for further relationship building. So let's say you already have a few contacts, or you just want to make sure that you keep in touch with the contacts you already have. You can ask ChatGPT, hey, what would be good ways that I can keep in touch with X, Y, and Z, clients, current relationships, partners you have, business partners, so on and so forth, whatever that looks like for you. You can ask ChatGPT to break down a plan and a strategy for you. Other ways you can use ChatGPT is for home organization. You can ask it to help you organize specific files, physical files that you might still have, how to organize different parts of your home. ChatGPT can basically do almost anything, to create strategies for you to be able to achieve the different things you're trying to aim for. So as long as you put in the right prompts, it can help you with that. It also can help you with your financial management. If you're trying to figure out like, hey, how can I budget X, Y, and Z into my thing? I have this goal to be able to reach this, amount of savings by the end of the year. And it can help break down again that process for you. Another way that you can use ChatGPT is also for your travel planning. Like I've used this myself as I've traveled a lot this year already, of like, hey, can you plan out or create a 5-day itinerary for Thailand? Keeping in mind my budget is, this, and also keeping in mind that I will be traveling alone. So again, modifying it and adding as much detail about yourself as possible so that it can create that plan customized for you. And of course, you can even ask it to come up with hobbies and interests they can add into your life to help you get to the goal that you're wanting to go. So what ChatGPT basically does is it will gather again the data that it's already gotten from you and create just a comprehensive plan on how you can actually implement it. And you can even ask it like, hey, I'm someone who's lazy. Can you make this as lazy as possible? So you can, again, customize it, make it yours, and give it the most information that you can, as much as you can, so that it can know what output it can give you. Now, if you guys like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button right there and comment below what are the ways that you've used ChatGPT as an entrepreneur. I would love to know. And if you still haven't yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of my videos every Sunday and Thursday on how to work from home and how to have a business from home, which you guys can check out those two playlists right here and the latest video right here. Now, if you guys have an amazing day, remember that small steps matters, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!